Hello world. How you guys doing? Welcome to day 26 of Mayhem in May. And listen, guys, today's topic is don't let numbers run your business. So, guys, look, we're going to dive right into it. But before we get started on today, let me give you my tip when it comes to don't let numbers run your business. So, the tip that I have for you is other entrepreneurs is not to look at sales numbers every day. There are many ways to judge progress. Sales is just the shiniest piece that comes up first, right? So I want you guys to start focusing on progress, right? Versus the sales or the completion of completing that sale, right? Progress is always key, meaning what? If I didn't make a sale today, I did at least get content out, right? If I didn't make a sale today, I at least spoke to about 100 people. You got to remember that in business, everything is sales, right? So in business, everything that you do, you're planting seeds. And I want you to understand something. Every seed in the packet doesn't necessarily grow. So does that mean that you do not continue to keep buying those seeds? No, because in some cases, the seeds are not the problem. It could be the soil, right? And if it's not the soil, maybe it's not getting enough rain. And if it's not getting enough rain, maybe it's not getting enough sunlight. What am I saying to you? There are many factors that go into running a business. The key is always focus on the progress of progressing, of accelerating in your business, than focusing on always wanting to get a sale. Okay. So it's easy to get caught up in the numbers game when you're running a business. There are so many things to keep track, and it's easy to get lost in the details. But it's important to remember that numbers are just part of running a business, okay? So I'm going to give you guys, of course, some tips in regards to how you do not let numbers run your business. So the first one is keep things in perspective, right? Remember that numbers are just one part of the picture. They don't tell the whole story. Keep perspective and don't get too caught up in the details. Tip 2, focus on the big picture. It's easy to get lost in the numbers, but it's important to focus on the big picture. So you ask yourself, what is the actual overall goal, right? What are you trying to achieve? Keep your eyes on the prize and don't let the numbers sidetrack you, right? Always, and the key is, yes, the sale is really the end goal, but what do you have to do before you get to the sale, right? Meaning that, are you hitting your numbers of the individuals that you're talking to? Are you spending too much time on an individual explaining information? Like, you got to factor all of these things in. Tip 3, delegate and automate. So if you're finding that you're spending too much time on the numbers, delegate and automate where you can. There are plenty of software programs and tools that can help you with nitty gritty details. Okay. So it's important, guys, that you don't spend too much time on one thing, because then it takes you away from other things, right? You got to learn how to delegate. And most importantly, you got to set up the automation. Tip 4, take a break. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by the numbers, take a break. Step away from your business for a bit and come back with fresh eyes. Sometimes all you need is a little break to clear your head and refocus. Listen, I get it, right? You know, you're trying to hit those numbers. You're going to have good days, and you're going to have, I don't even want to call them bad days. You're just going to have days that you just don't get the sale, but it does not mean that you didn't make progress, right? Tip 5, hire help. So if you're really struggling to keep up with the numbers, hire help. There are plenty of people out there who can help you with the details. You don't have to do it all yourself. Meaning what? Now, we're not just talking about accounting or bookkeeping here, right? We're talking about maybe sales, watch this, may not be your area of expertise. So what happens is that you will find yourself in probably one area of the business that you really thrive at, right? 9 times out of 10, that is your level of expertise. So what does that tell you? That in all the other areas that you're lacking, that means that you need to hire or delegate. And I get it. Well, Dr. Pitts, I may not be in a position to hire anybody. I get it. This is where you be vulnerable, you be transparent, and you try to find individuals, maybe volunteers, number one, interns, number two, right? There are so many resources out there. Then you can pretty much put a group together of individuals where that they believe in what you're doing, right? And they have no problem with helping out in certain areas of the business until it gets to a certain point where now you're able to say, hey, listen, thank you for getting me here. I will either love to bring you in as a partner, or now I can compensate you now if you can now do this maybe part-time or even full-time, right? You just never know. But if you do not ask, and if you do not put yourself in a position, then nobody will ever understand or know, right? Listen, numbers are just part of running a business. They don't have to be all and in all. Keep perspective, focus on the big picture, and delegate and automate where you can. If you're feeling overwhelmed, again, take a break and hire, and don't let numbers run your business. Well, listen, guys, I hope that information was helpful for you guys. If it was, do me a favor, share it with somebody that you know that may need to hear this. Other than that, you guys already know my quote. Coming together is the beginning. Sticking together is progress, but working together is success. My name is Dr. Casual Pitts, and I'll see you guys on day 27 of Mayhem in May. Peace.